Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This purchase officially means that I whaled out. Thanks 100% to your support this year. I save most of the revenue in terms of the hundreds of dollars that I get from YouTube. Now, you don't want to spend everything on this game. It's tempting to, trust me. But I save my units mostly as a reminder to myself to be responsible with my cash. Because not only when the price goes up in spring cleaning week, can I better afford it, but it's also a way for me to be responsible as a channel that prides itself on reviewing every offer and helping you be responsible. And so this video is kind of a video of a discussion of responsibility. It's a discussion of responsibility about whether or not it's worth it to get Jessica Jones. Now, she is an amazing defender. If you don't have somebody like Hitmonkey or Nick Fury, maybe even somebody like Blade, but somebody that you can use that has debuffs built into their basic attacks that don't need to use a special, I think she's pretty easy to defeat. But if you need somebody that uses special attacks, I feel like my webcam is also lagging while I'm talking about this, so that's a little problematic. If you need somebody who uses special attacks, she's so annoying. And I'm sure if you time it right, like say a Gallon or a Galactus, whatever you want to call him, he can do the job. But a lot of people who need multiple specials, yeah, it's a risk to fire any special against her, even a special 3, and trigger that unstoppable. So I guess I'm excited. I haven't seen this yet. I wanted to record the moment. I promised my subscribers I would record the moment that she appears. And let's see if it is a in-game inbox message. We have one new. Claim your 6-star Jessica Jones. All right, so I did get her. Yay. But is she worth all of that? If I didn't have my YouTube money, if I was on much more of a budget like so many people should be and are on this game, including my beloved Mama Bear, shout out Mama Bear, I don't think she is worth it. I don't. Now, I think this bundle that I'm waiting to purchase when I rank up my next rank 5 is worth it. And I think this is worth it the most. But if you only have $100 to spend, you're not going to be able to afford this. But they did something real smart. They made you have to choose between which bundles you wanted. And so many of these are RNG dependent. 7-star shards are new and they're flashy. But you could easily get a 7-star Gambit for the same price. $540,000. Same price that you can guarantee yourself, I guess, a minus $40,000, which is not much of a difference at all. A Tier 6 Class Catalyst Selector, which we have seen almost nowhere. And which, remember, 8.2 completion doesn't come close to giving you. It's all RNG based in a crystal. This is just a much better buy. Even if you're like me and you don't need the past era champion selector. I don't even know who I'm going to select. I guess in theory, because it helps to select champions that you don't have awakened yet. I guess in theory, if I'm going off of that, I can do Medusa. Although she's actually too old. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't know. But I'm not choosing it for the past era selector. I'm choosing it for, of course, the other reason. I guess maybe, I don't think well, I guess Craven's. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this off camera. I don't want to concern you all with this quote-unquote problem. Regardless, though, wow, does she even show up? I claimed her, and I guess, yeah, here we go. Very few people had her for a few months. Because in December, when the gifting event RIP, which will now forever be known as, I guess, the last collector's choice crystal, whatever you want to call it, it looks the exact same, has the same stuff, it's called a different name. When that thing comes in December, maybe the odds will be even better. But like Weapon X outside of hoarding as a 6-star is still really hard to get if you didn't buy everything. And Jessica Jones is going to be the same, and that's by design. And I predict that every year, Kabam's going to have to give us a new Jessica Jones, not just for Battlegrounds Temptation, but for extra incentive to buy these crystals. I got her. I don't think she's worth it, though, if you can't afford it. I am so blessed to be able to buy these offers with y'all's support and the ability, like my units, to hoard a lot. But so many people can't. And that is an important thing to restrain yourself from. Because if you... Like, I know people who had to quit this game because it was such an addiction that they gave up rent money and food money and put way more things on really horrible interest rate credit cards to buy more stuff in this game. That's an issue. That's the Marvel Casino of Champions taking advantage of you. So don't do that. Even though it's easier said than done because it's an addiction. It's a dopamine fix to the brain. And it's always important for me to be open about that. Also, there are incredible people in the community like Brian Grant who always make videos talking about how you'll be fine if you don't get all these offers. And he's right. The economy of the game has changed, but you can still do really well. So, I don't think she's worth it, but I have her. Yay for being a whale. Thanks to YouTube revenue. I know how blessed I am. I never take it a day for granted. Thank you for the support.